let's discuss overcoming our fear of death. Because in all honesty, it's not death that we fear. What's up everyone? My name is Morsi, and if you are new to this channel, I encourage others to live with effortless ease. And if you find that the words in this video resonate with you, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Now, if you are used to watching my videos, you'll see that I'm in a new place. There's a new background. That's because I'm hanging out with my mom for a bit while this crazy pandemic of COVID-19 is going on. It's a little bit more comforting here. So for the next few videos, you'll see this background. And also there's way better lighting in this room, so I'm really loving it. So in this video, I would like to talk to you all about overcoming the fear of death. Let's really look at this idea of death in a new perspective. Let's see existence in a different way, because you know, this pandemic is really making our fears come out of the darkness and into the light, and this is the time to really focus on it. Instead of pushing that fear away, let's go towards it. Let's really find out how our fear is really just an idea, and that's what it is. So it's not fear, it's not death that you fear, it's the idea of death that you fear. You see, when we're born onto this earth, the only thing we remember is life. The only thing we are aware of is the moment of the day that we are born, that people are born on a certain day and they die on a certain day, right? We're only aware of this cycle of life. So we create this idea, you know, sometimes people may think, we were born from nothingness and now we're gonna go back into nothingness. And that's this idea of fear, where this thought, it flows through our mental field and we latch onto it and we believe it. And so that's why it's so important to observe thought. It's so important to understand that this thought, it's just this energy, this fluid energy flowing through your mind, and you don't have to believe it. It's separate from who you are. So recognize that any idea that you have of death that makes you feel fearful, it's just an idea. Now, in this video, I want to share 3 points with you all so that we can shift our perspective on death. So we can shift our perspective on existence, on seeing it in a different way. So number 1, recognize impermanence. Recognize that everything in this world and in this time is temporary, right? We are actually familiar with an idea of death, but we don't actually see it that way, right? We have a death of a relationship, a death of a time we were at a job, right? Or maybe even a title, right? Maybe we were once married, so we're Miss. Maybe we were once a doctor and we're no longer a doctor for whatever reasons. But the idea here is that there are cycles. So instead of thinking of life as ending and being done, understand that life comes in cycles. And right now we're in a certain cycle. And so when you think about relationships, you go through a relationship, you're in a relationship with a significant other, maybe even a friend, you learn things and you move on. Events, people, things, they all manifest into this world when the conditions are right. And when they are no longer sufficient, they go back into hiding. So that's why we have relationships that manifest. That's why we have jobs that manifest, because the time is right, because the conditions are set, the conditions are right. And if you find that you are alive and you're breathing, you have purpose. You're meant to be here. The conditions are right for you to be here. So instead of seeing life as an end and that's it, start looking at it in terms of cycles. When we have cycles, we also transform. So if you're leaving one relationship and now that relationship is now gone, There's no longer, the conditions aren't right in this world for that relationship. So it's gone. And what's happening is now you are opening room and giving space for something new to manifest. You may even feel like you are a new person, right? You're not the same person like you were in the past, but also you're not different. You have simply transformed. Now, think of clouds, right? The cycle of clouds in the sky. Before that cloud was a cloud, it was moisture on the earth. It was a part of the ocean, a part of the sea. It was water. And then it began to transform, right? And it became a cloud. But after a cloud becomes a cloud, it can become a form of precipitation, snow, rain, hail, whatever it might be. And understand that cycle of transformation and transforming, like that cloud, it's not the same, but it's also not different. So when you're thinking about this idea of death and overcoming that fear, understand that within the depths of who you are formless. You're not a part of the form of this world, you know, the impermanence of this world, how temporary this world is. The essence of who you are is indestructible. It's eternal. And so the more that you are able to align with that, align with your natural state of being, you're able to see this moment in a new perspective. Look at things in a new perspective and not hold on so tight to things in your life, not hold on to that relationship, hold on to that job, hold on to what used to be. You are allowing yourself to go through the cycle of life, enjoying life in the ocean as the ocean, enjoying life as a cloud, enjoying life as rain, understanding that that's what it's all about. And that brings me to my next point. The people we love, they're always with us. No matter if they are alive or if they have passed, if they are no longer within the cycle of this life, they are always with us. I'll tell you that my mom, she was on the phone with me and she let me know one time. I was in Tampa and she was home in South Florida, and she was like, she told me that she was in such a deep meditation. She was so still in stillness that she was able to feel my presence. And I thought that was so beautiful. And it helped me to recognize that there's a piece of me with my mom and vice versa. Sometimes when I laugh, I hear my mom's voice and I recognize that she too is with me. You see, the people we love, they don't have to be gone. They don't have to have passed or died to be with us. No matter where we are, they are always with us. The Buddha says, there is no birth and there is no death. Just because we may not be able to see someone, may not be able to feel them and recognize them with our human senses, does not mean that we are not with them. And I think a very powerful way to overcome this fear of not being with someone anymore, right? Being attached to a sort of form, is being in stillness and feeling the presence of those people you love. For many of us, we like to speak to our spirit guides. We like to speak to angels. We like to speak to ancestors. These beings that we cannot see with our human senses, but we can feel within the depths of our being. That we understand that no matter where we are or what we're doing, we are not alone. Many of us can feel that within our hands, within our feet. Like I said, I felt it within my laugh. My mom, and she's still here on earth. So it's recognizing that just because we are in this different state of consciousness where we're unable to recognize another being, another soul, another spirit, whatever you might want to call it, doesn't mean it's not here with you. It doesn't mean that the essence of who you are won't be here with the people that you love. So when it comes to overcoming your fear of death. Understand that it's simply an idea. Be aware and observe your thoughts. Understand that if you are not aware of your thoughts, if you are not questioning what you believe, then you are believing in the thought. Then you are attached to the thought. So when you feel fear arise within you, step back and give it space. Put space in between you and the thought so that you can shift to a higher state of consciousness. So you can see this present moment differently and recognize that life, existence is full of cycles, and all we do is transform. That's simply it. So enjoy your time here on this earth because the conditions are right for you to be here. Fear is mind-made. Enjoy the present moment. Enjoy what this moment is teaching you. And live with effortless ease. So my name is Morsi, and if you enjoyed these videos, check out these two right here. Until next time, peace.